What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete, and today I am playing Turkey. My usual settings are progressive card, 60-second turns, balanced blitz for rolls, no novice, no fog, no blizzard, expert AI. And I'm trying to set up a game with 3 human opponents and 2 bots. But we lost one, so it'll be 3 bots and 2 human opponents. Feel good about that. So I'm second to act. I have a mostly weighted position in the north center. So I'm going to put my reinforcement in the south center. Half a mind to put it in the southeast corner. Let me just see if that makes a little bit more sense. And who's my human opponents? These two. So blue and yellow are next to act, and green's bot. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that 2 just has slightly higher weight, so I'm going to put a 5 stack in the south middle and consolidate my forces in the north middle. I might as well connect them like that and move one of the 3s into the center, and then I'll have an eye to move the other one in on the next turn, and I get to see what my opponents do. So, if you're new to my channel, I make progressive card risk videos. What I like to do is I like to have... Turkey is a mid to large size board, so I like to have 2 large positions separated from each other. By the 5th turn, which is when the matching sequence really starts, you're forced to match on 5 at the beginning of your turn. You're forced to match on 5 in the middle of your turn if you have a set, or if you're holding 5 cards, or because you are guaranteed to have a set. Looks like blue is punching aggressively. 3 takes in a turn. So my strategy is you get 1 take, you get a card, you move on to the next turn, so on and so forth. Green is playing a bit more aggressively. I'm guessing they're probably a fairly new player. Not terribly new, though. 68 hours in the game. And my other opponent is the yellow player flying the flag of Spain. Okay, so it looks like the light blue player is a bit better. Let's see what yellow does. Yellow takes their corner and rolls a 3 on 2, so yellow's not very good. Never roll a 3 on 2. Or a 2 on 1 unnecessarily if you've already gotten your take. Or 2 2 on 1s. Good for them. They got it. They got their corner. Now they can start punching out of that corner with no troops. This is why you'll see, as I go, I'm going to be bolstering these 2 positions and trying to move them further apart from each other. The middle of Turkey is okay because you really have access to both of the sides, but the way I'm weighted currently, I'm not really involved in the West, which is a lot of the action. Right, the continents in Turkey break down like this. You have Marmara worth 3, the Aegean worth 4, Mediterranean coast also worth 4, southeastern Anatolia worth 3, the Asia of this map 7 for eastern Anatolia, the center worth 8, which you're never going to hold, and the northern Black Sea coast worth 7. So the continents are large and valuable. And usually large valuable continents in Prague are impossible to hold, and if anyone has the audacity of even trying to get one, they usually are severely punished for trying, which is exactly what I like, because it's a bit of a misdirect. Progressive cards is about the cards, not the board. That's fixed. If you want to worry about the risk board, you play fixed. But I don't think fixed is really good value for my time. But that said, I still do enjoy giving you all a variety of games, so I intend on bringing more fixed content to the channel as well. Moving into the second turn, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I now have an 8 stack in the north and a 7 stack in the south. On my next turn, I'm probably going to do the inverse, and I'm going to make my southern position start to grow, probably take this territory here, depending on what the black bot does. It looks like the black bot is going for this southeastern Anatolia continent. And if they get close, it would be smart for me to move my majority position out of there, because the bot does tend to gun for continents to attrition. They'll match in early, and they'll mutually punish both of you for the audacity to be inside of their continent when they're 1 away from finishing. So that's a great heuristic to use when playing against bots. Be very careful when a bot is about to finish a continent not to be there. The yellow player does a very predictable move and expands out of their corner one more. They have more territory than me. They now have 12, so it might behoove me to remove one of those from them so they don't start getting 4 reinforcements a turn, but let's see if somebody else beats me to that punch. The green player is contesting the black player in this continent and for this corner. The green player will likely be a natural enemy with yellow, and black will do the same thing and reciprocate. So we have 2 bots fighting amongst themselves in this position right next to yellow, which tells me I want to go this way. Let one of these bots win. Let yellow expand out into them and fight with not me. The white bot takes this single piece of black, I'm guessing. Takes the corner. Goes the other way. Okay. And yellow's down to 11, so I don't need to worry about chipping at them. We are now on the 3rd turn. Everything is going very nicely according to plan. I love it when a good plan comes together. I have to play this way because I have to play very conservatively in order to go on really long win streaks. The level I'm at now, I think right now I'm ranked 62. The level I'm at now, I'm severely punished for losses and very meagerly rewarded for gains. So I have to win plus 10 games in a row before I can make up what I lose from losing 1. So that's the ratio you're at when you're in like the top 50, top 100, something like that. And it's the reason why most players in that cohort tend to rank up using 1v1 games. And I've been playing a little bit of 1v1. It's not ranked, but I'm interested in that too. As I said, I'm happy to show you all a variety of different styles of Risk. The game is deeper than I think most people appreciate at first brush, and I'm happy to be someone to help promulgate a game that I love and popularize it if in even a little way. So yellow is also doing the punchy thing. Yellow is now at 13 territories, and they're rolling 2-on-1s. So I think it's a good idea for me to remove this central position almost entirely. Let's see if any of the other player or bots have that idea as well. It looks like green is dwindling down to 15 troops. That also might be another idea for an angle of attack. I expect the light blue player to actually remove green from that corner, which means green's central position is thin, and then I have a line to connect them there. So what I'm going to do on my turn is I'm going to attack into yellow just to drop them below 12 territories. That might be too aggressive. I want to do that, but I'm not going to do that. Unless white makes it slightly closer for me. If I can hit 2 of yellow, I'll do it. No. Okay, it's not worth it. For that 1 troop I'm I can do it! Now I'm going to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 troop on my 9 and put the other 2 troops on my 8. The reason being is I'm trying to kill green. That's my long-term plan. But my short-term plan is to put myself in position to do that and also reduce yellow's troop bonus to 3 by taking that 1 territory, and that's perfect, right? They can't really reciprocate. I'm now hanging out in the middle. I'm also going to line myself up to take green by that direction and this direction. And I think green's the fish because I'm expecting green to lose this exclave to blue. I'm expecting blue to be playing for board position, not for cards. And it looks like they're concentrated in this corner, which means they're going to be wanting to gun for that continent, which is typical for how newer players like to play. Bucking that intuition, however, it looks like they're expanding in a second position. So green has 2, almost 1 contiguous position, but it's all to the west of center. You see how I kind of have my striking positions pointing in either direction from the middle, which is where I'm a lot happier with at this point in the game. We're now turn 4. We're going to be forced to match turn 5. I'm going to assume that my AI opponents match on 3 or 4 whenever they have a set, which means I'm going to be hopefully second last to match, maybe third last, depending on what my 2 human opponents do, if either of them decide to put in a set early as well, as some players like to do, which I also recommend never doing. Only trade in a set when you're about to make a kill, when you have to, or when you're about to die, and the only thing that'll save you is not having the cards and having maybe slightly extra troops. Looks like my plan to kill green isn't going to work as easily as I'd hoped. I was expecting light blue to take the 3 stack out, and they haven't. So, given that circumstance, given that green's probably going to match on their turn, where do I want to be? That's the next thought. I'm going to put my 10 stack here. I'm going to actually make my take up there. And I'll have a little bit of juice pointed at yellow, but not too much. Because I don't think green's the fish anymore. I think green's about to match in. And I couldn't get him, right? I couldn't get all the way out there. And blue couldn't get all the way out there. Okay, blue doesn't match in, so they're going to match after me. But they do take the 3. Oh, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about it, but they don't do it. Okay. This is my favorite moment in a game of Progressive. So, we're now in the 5th turn. Everyone's taking their last card before they're forced to match. Except for the black player who's already matched. And the tension is building. We get to see who's lining themselves up to kill who. And then the whole board falls like a house of cards in the next 2 or 3 turns. And it's very satisfying to watch this system that was once random and chaotic become organized. It appeals to my orderliness temperament. As expected, green matches in as far away from me as possible. And they have a distributed position now, and they'll be holding 2 cards. They would still be the fish if they were contiguous, but it looks like they're split up enough that no one person can kill them. I can't really get to them. Here, yellow maybe could, if they went all for that. So I get the 10. Black got the 4, green got the 6, white's going to get the 8. I get the 10. Which means blue gets the 12, yellow gets the 15. If yellow gets the 15, they will be powerful. So I really, really want to be away from yellow and blue right now. Let them become slightly more powerful, let them expand, let them shrink the board for the AIs, and then I have to figure out who I'm killing. So, green just lost one of their pieces. That changes the math, I think. I really don't want to remove that because then blue gets them. I think that might just be a foregone conclusion. Blue gets them anyways. They only have 2 cards, which means blue won't match in turn when they kill green, which means blue could be the fish. So I need to line myself up to do that. That's my plan. I'm going to make my attack here into black. I'm going to move my 10 stacks south, so it looks like I have a line to come in at blue after they remove green, which is what I predict is going to happen. You need a little bit of prescience to... I don't have a match on 3. You need a little bit of prescience to win these games of Progressive, right? It's a bunch of if-then statements, and if this happens, then that happens, and okay, so green's going to get killed right now. Blue is too powerful for me to take. First blood. I really don't want to antagonize either of my human opponents at this point in the game. Blue finishes their continent rolling a 7 on 5. White could be the fish, but I can't get them. Looks like I'm going to my next turn. And I'm still dancing around these guys who are closing in on me from either side. If I don't have a match on 4 in this game, I'm fucked. Let's see what yellow does. I'm very interested. Yellow could go ham right now, feeling the power of all of those extra bonus troops. They're going to go for that continent. You stop there? No. You punch me more and more and more. Interesting. So try as I might to stay out of my opponent's way, I failed. But he doesn't go for the continent, which is savvy, right? He's sandwiching me between both himself and the blue player. I don't really have to do anything, but I also need to worry about... Oh, no. Okay, so we got early matches from the bots again. I don't want to be in a spot where blue can kill me, because I think that's possible now. I think my solution for that is... to consolidate in the south and hope black doesn't have a match. This is my plan. I'm going to hook into yellow to drop them below that necessary troop count. That's a bit of a misdirect at this point. What I'm actually doing is I'm lining myself up to kill white and or black next turn if I have a match, and I do. Alright, blue's forced to put in, they get the 25. I'm not in the way. I kind of needed to be out of both of these guys' way, so I do have a match. And the next turn for me is going to be the inflection point of this game. I make or break based on what I do. White has 39 troops and 1 card. They're not worth it. Blue's super strong. I hope they push their advantage and shrink the rest of the board such that I can strike. I hope white doesn't match on 3, or I hope yellow doesn't match on 3, and I hope blue takes them out of this piece of the board. It looks like they're going to. At least a little bit. And a little bit's all you need. So they got 4 territories here. I can hook and take that, and I can take the rest of yellow out with my big force, because I do have a match. Do they match on 3? The suspense is killing me. Ah, rats. Okay. That means I have to kill black. Unless black also matches on 3. Are they trying to kill black themselves? No. That was dumb. They're punching into blue for no good reason. And they're punching into a part of blue that doesn't hurt blue. So, this is good for me. Bad for yellow. I don't understand what they're thinking at all. And they're going to lose for sure. So, whatever blue... Oh, and black matches it as well. Okay. So there's no fish. I'm going to match in on my turn. I'm going to continue doing a whole lot of nothing. I'm going to stay out of everybody's way like I have been. Black finishes their continent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my entire army on this stack. I'm going to get that 1 take. I'm going to put it in the center of the board. White finishes a continent as well. Okay, so this endgame is going to take slightly longer than I had anticipated or wanted. I definitely do match now, though. There's very little in it for me to hold. I have a really large army, and I'm waiting to kill someone who is worth it. for me to kill. So if the match point is 45, we got to do the math. A third of 45 is 7.5. No, sorry. Third of 45 is 15, right? So each card is worth 15. Newsflash for all of you, I am terrible at arithmetic. So, I know, surprising. So, what is blue going to do? Blue's going to thin out yellow here. I don't know why yellow did that. But they're not going to finish yellow, which means yellow's going to hold 2 cards on their turn, which means still not the fish. I'm checking now to see who I kill when I kill. I have to be able to match in turn. Because I'm still at a point where no one can kill me, because I'm just sitting with such a large stack. Actually, looks like blue's the fish. Holding 4, I can go pop, pop, and then swing. And I think that is game. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and finish blue like that. And they have 55 and I have 71. That's 20 troops advantage to me. I'll get those 4 cards. I'll match in turn. And I'll win this game like that. Gotta kill Pete. Otherwise, this happens. Yellow's thinking very deeply about their last turn, where they can do anything that matters. I think it's too late for them. But hey, good for you for trying, right? Yep, plan's good. Blue dies. So when they killed green, and they couldn't match in turn, they might have overextended. So you also have to be careful when you make a kill. If someone can't kill you. Because it's not correct if you lose the... Oh, well, unless you're not playing to win. It's always a big if, too. A lot of people look like they're not playing to win from my seat. I'm going to wish everyone a good game now. And here we go. This turn is going to be fun. Oh, baby. That felt good. Get 4 cards match again. Kill yellow before they have a chance to realize what the hell is going on. Four on 1 is now 100%, so you don't have to worry. Bye! Okay, and we did it. Who's worth anything? White has 3 cards, and I can kill them like this. Cool. And then finish off with black. I've grown to love this turkey map a lot more. I find open maps in Progressive to be my bread and butter as far as ranking up. Also, you got to worry about making sure you can get a game to fire. Depends on the time of day, I find. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Defeating 2 beginners, and we rank up to number 60. So we're climbing again, but, you know, 10 wins plus for every loss is no easy feat. Until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.